rehash, we said that a budget is simply an estimation of income and expenses over a specific period of time. We also gave 4 steps when forecasting income. Now that we have income projected, let's today discuss forecasting expenses. What are all those bills you will incur over a specified period? Make a list of them and put them into 2 categories. The 2 categories are fixed and variable. Now, under fixed expenses or fixed deliverables, so to speak, are those with a set amount which do not change from month to month. But variable changes as capacity increases, usage increase, etc. Now, group your expenses into those 2 categories, fixed and variable. Now, if we look at the bed and breakfast example we used last week, we can find examples of fixed and variable. One example of the fixed would be the set mortgage payment. So you list that under your fixed category. But remember, with mortgage is a little complicated because there is the interest component and then there's the principal component. But for simplicity's sake, list it under your fixed expenses. Then under variable, you have things like your utility bills, etc. Now, once you would have listed all of your known variable expenses and fixed expenses, you can then total those to show what your total expected expenses are for the specified period. So if you're doing it, my advice would be that you do it for the first month, and if you want to then extend it for a quarter or half of a year, then you can simply multiply that by 3 or multiply it by 6. Now, once you would have projected your expenses, or once you would have listed your expenses, then you project it into, okay, this is what has happened in the past, but here is what I expect it to be for this particular time. Maybe due to COVID or whatever else, you'll probably have a higher expense level than you did a year ago. Now, make a conscious effort to do business differently this year. Prepare your budget, prepare your income as we discussed last week, list your expenses as we discussed a few minutes ago, and then do your final analysis, which we will deal with next week, into, okay, now that you've done your income and you've projected your expenses, what will be your bottom line, or what are you expecting to cover at the end of the specified period. I do hope this was helpful. Do send me your comments, questions, and we will see you next week.